Good evening and welcome back to TCM's special theme for this month, The Working Class. I'm Alicia Malone, and tonight we have a lineup of dramas featuring working class characters, starting with an 8-time Oscar winner directed by Elia Kazan. From 1954, it's On the Waterfront. Marlon Brando won the Best Actor Oscar for his role as Terry Malloy, an ex-boxer working as a longshoreman under a corrupt mobster who also serves as a union boss, played by Lee J. Cobb. After another dock worker is murdered and Terry falls in love with the victim's sister, played by Eva Marie Saint, he grapples with his desire to expose the waterfront corruption, encouraged by a local priest, played by Carl Malden. The Oscar-winning original script was written by Bud Schulberg, who was initially inspired by a series of articles in the New York Times and spent years researching the New York waterfront, including interviewing longshoremen, union leaders, and local priests. Elia Kazan was also working on a similar idea, and he suggested that he and Schulberg should team up. Daryl Zanuck at 20th Century Fox owed Kazan a movie but ended up abandoning the project, wondering who's going to care about a bunch of sweaty longshoremen. Many other studios declined, but producer Sam Spiegel stepped up and secured distribution through Columbia Pictures. Kazan later praised Sam Spiegel as one of the main reasons this film worked so well. Spiegel was heavily involved in the rewriting process, sometimes to the chagrin of Bud Schulberg. Schulberg's wife recalled a moment during the rewrites when she woke to see her husband shaving at 3:30 a.m. She asked him where he was going at that time of the morning, and he replied, "To kill Sam Spiegel." Also with Rod Steiger from 1954, this is On the Waterfront. Frank Sinatra was initially cast to star as Terry Malloy in On the Waterfront, but producer Sam Spiegel pushed Elia Kazan to approach Marlon Brando again. Brando had turned down the role several times, despite having worked closely with Kazan on stage and screen productions of A Streetcar Named Desire. Brando didn't want to work with him after Kazan had named names before the House Committee on Un-American Activities. Spiegel and screenwriter Bud Schulberg convinced him and agreed to Brando's request to finish work at 4 p.m. every day so he could make his therapy appointments. Columbia Pictures distributed On the Waterfront, and studio head Harry Cohn did not think much of it, predicting that this small $900,000 movie would fail at the box office. It ended up grossing over $9 million in its initial release, also winning 8 Academy Awards and becoming a true classic. It currently sits at number 19 on the AFI list of the 100 greatest American films of all time. And our look at working class dramas continues with another classic after the break, a 6-time Oscar winner directed by George Stevens and starring Elizabeth Taylor.
Next on TCM, A Place in the Sun. Then Alice doesn't live here anymore. And later, Alice Adams. TCM is putting on airs tonight.